Be sure to stay to the end for a little fashion show. Before I bought the 18-inch doll and the 14.5-inch doll, I made little rag dolls and sock dolls of various heights and shapes, but I thought it would be fun to make a Wellie Wisher size sock doll. The sock dolls are good for little girls who aren't quite ready to play with the American Girl dolls. The best part about making these little cloth dolls is that you can use culturally diverse skin tones. I have used muslin and t-shirt fabrics to make the various skin tones. I also use yarn to make the hair, but you can purchase the diverse hair textures at hobby stores. The first step is to make the doll top and the doll pants. I'm using my own pattern bundle that I sell in my Etsy shop. I'm using the Wellie Wisher size doll pattern to make this project. The reason you make the doll clothes first is so that you will get the approximate doll proportions. I use crew socks rather than the knee socks or ankle sock. I made a cut right above the heel on both of the socks. To make the legs, you sew 2 straight stitches to within an inch or 2 from the top of the sock. Cut up the middle of the row of stitches and you will have the legs for your doll. Sew the body of the doll to the legs. After a lot of basting, if you want extra durability, sew with your sewing machine using a zigzag stitch. I'm using the other foot of the sock, the polka dot one, to make the arms. The arms need to be at least 5 inches long. Sew the parallel stitches again and then cut between those stitches. This is the time to put the top and pants on the doll, because you will have the tendency to overstuff and then the clothes will not fit. You can buy this polyfill, or you can buy an inexpensive pillow and use as your stuffing. Understuffed is better than overstuffed in this case. You can see where I've pinched in the top of the doll body and inserted the arm. I hand sewed the arms to the shoulder. It looks a little like the doll is wearing a turtleneck sweater. I then sewed joints at the elbow, at the knee, at the hips, and at the ankle. My measurements are fingertip to elbow is 3 inches, knee to foot is 3.5 inches, and ankle to toe is 1 inch. You can, of course, make yours differently. The Wellie Wisher doll's head circumference is 10 by 10 inches. And you can make the head of your doll any shape. Mine is sort of a U shape. You can make a heart shape, long, oval, it's your choice. I inserted a pipe cleaner for extra stability when connecting the head. You sew the head onto the turtleneck sweater so that the doll appears to have a neck. I like to use various textures of yarn. I also choose our family's hair color. I don't know why I have so much yarn. I know how to crochet and knit, but I get too distracted and I lose count. I would much rather sew. You could use non-standard hair colors, for example, aqua and pink. That's fun. There's several ways to attach the yarn to the doll's head. I just pulled some yarn through the cloth and tied it, and then put several locks or pieces of yarn and tied the yarn. I repeated this process several times until I got an adequate amount of yarn. Warning, don't put too much hair or the hair will outweigh the doll's head. I used matching thread and made sure I secured all the knots. You can look on Pinterest and find a doll face to use. I've seen some people just use 2 dots. I've seen people do elaborate, realistic looking eyes, but we're going for simple here. I just used 2 little round felt pieces with some eyelashes and a little French knot, kind of looking up. And then I like a tiny little smile. Of course, the professional doll maker's product is much better than mine. However, my doll, once again, is for the beginning sewist. My sock doll is very easy and very inexpensive.